California, the sun is shining brightly as it often does here in Southern California as the USC Trojans are set for another home opener. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the ACC, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will put total weather to crank us up. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hotter.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds. And then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Right on the money. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the
pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the gun to give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, They come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught in the backfield. It's McNabb. Breaks into the open. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Pick off! What a play by this defense. Trying to take him back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ellington. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's 3rd and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left. Receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
He'll take it himself. That's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Bust through behind his pad. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Trojans. He found some open space and turned
talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's McNabb. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Caught in the backfield, it's Larson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, and honestly, not much.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. It's Larson. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. The give to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Bettis. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
And here they come, going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. 1st down.
The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. grabbed behind the line. It's Bettis. Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Bringing it out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's McNabb.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Nines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Caught behind the line. It's Varsity. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the grab. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Toss to the outside. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Quick release by the QB. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
Fires to the big fella. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Defense showing blitz here. A run for the quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Looking to throw on 3rd. Whips it out in the flat. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Knights! A great catch and run for 6.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. He's got him wide open. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Just Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Uncorks it. All by himself. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. You're not able to get it done.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab on the left side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
They'll move the tight end. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Unloads it left. Got his man. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. Big arms.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down.
Wow. 4 plays plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Got his man. He's brought down the one and a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. You want to create favorable matchups, and the angle route against the backer is a good way to do it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to run man-to-man, that's hard. That's hard for a linebacker to run with a fast tailback. But if I can play a little bit more zone and stay in my zone and anticipate the quarterback throwing that route, makes it a little bit easier to defend in the future.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
It'll be a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. Oh.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, USC!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 28 over Boise State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Trying to get the corner. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Ellington. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. The 30. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, UCF. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Still on his feet at the 45. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Makes the grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his target down the middle. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive. And now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late.
Football 7. Here we go. Sack.
Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Trojans. They move on top here in the 4th. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long. A step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He's in open space downfield.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the big fullback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll run the toss. Finds a little space. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
The offenses don't just line up and say, I'm going to pound you now, especially once you get in the red zone. You know, the field shrinks and everybody focuses so much on being great on defense in that area. But there's a little bit of trickeration, get some speed on the perimeter really quickly, pick up that positive game.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And man, what an interesting call. 4th and medium, and the offense says, run. They don't want to pass the football. They run the option. They get it to the pitch man. He catches it. But this defense does a really good job. You can tell they know where the sticks are, and they get the big turnover on downs.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Larson. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Puts it out of the air. Timeout called by the defense. 29 seconds to go.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude can throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.